YouTube, this is your boy, the blockchain hustler, Dreddy Nakamoto, Crypto Marley, Crypt Obama, motherfucking shit. I think that's it. Crypto Roots. I gotta keep my AKAs coming. Gotta keep my AKAs coming. All right, so it's a hot day. It's winding down. Got a lot of studying done, got a lot of mentoring done, did some consultations, and now I just feel like spitting crypto game. So I'm about to spit that motherfucking game. You know what I'm saying? So if you show up in the chat, just feel free to ask questions. This is also crypto AMAs. Whenever I go live, I'm here to answer your questions. All right, let's keep it about crypto. Let's keep it up about programming and technology. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's where the information is most needed with our people. Because this is either keeping us enslaved or this is going to break us free. And if I can monetize my time and attention and actions on the internet, so can you. Okay? Because I was broke as fuck on the streets. I didn't have no money and I didn't have no skills. Aloha, Jeremy Strong. How you doing? How you doing? We about to spit crypto game. Let me know if you got any crypto questions, any programming questions. So, if I can make a living from my laptop, from my cell phone, so can you. Okay? All you need is a pen, a pad, a laptop with an internet connection, and a smart cell phone, and you can be a cryptopreneur. You can make a living on the internet. It is possible, and if I can do it, you can do it. So, now, when it comes to trading cryptocurrencies, we got to ask ourselves, we got to use exchanges, whether we like it or not. That's the only way we're going to make a profit when it comes to trading cryptocurrencies is to use exchanges. Same thing with stocks, same thing with Forex. What exchange? And for those of you who don't know who are brand new to cryptocurrency, an exchange is a platform where you exchange currencies, okay? What exchange to use? A great exchange. So we're going to get into that question. And I'm gonna tell you what exchanges I use after I explain the exchanges. I was thinking Binance. Okay, you know what? You know what? I do support Binance. Okay, they're one of the few centralized exchanges I do support. Okay, so now we got to ask ourselves, what is it? There's two types of exchanges. Write this down if you're watching. Two types of exchanges: centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges. Okay. Decentralized exchanges are a new concept, okay? They came around within the last 10 years. Every other exchange we ever use is a centralized exchange. Now, what is a centralized exchange? A centralized exchange it comes from a central authority. So we're talking about a CEO, a top-down pyramid kind of authoritarian management kind of thing. Also, the central location of the data. So they're stored on central servers. If this sounds confusing, don't worry. Hit me up for the mentorship and I'll break it down even further. But so when you have data stored on central servers, that is an aspect of centralization when it comes to data, okay? And data protection and data distributed. Where's the source of the information coming from and going from? Those are central servers. Also, the management is run as a top-down management. You have a CEO, and then you have their employees and their employees. So that is a centralized exchange. Now, the benefits of using a centralized exchange: convenience. Okay, that is the number one reason why most people use centralized exchanges. Convenience. All right. Now, why else? Now, they've also, some centralized exchanges have gone through the regulatory framework or whatever that they need to in order to operate in their jurisdiction. So that's another benefit to centralized exchanges, is that they, for the most part, are abiding by the laws within their jurisdiction. For the most part, I can't speak for every exchange, but for the reputable centralized exchanges, they have to abide by the local laws and regulations. So you got to understand centralized. Also, another benefit to centralized exchanges is that there's more liquidity. What is liquidity? Is when you are able to turn something into cash. Like when you're able to, yeah, pretty much how much cash, how much money is liquid on the, so liquidity is how much money people are buying and selling within a certain given time, hour. So that just means how much money is that exchange being used for. So some exchanges, Binance, are hitting like $30 million plus a day. Those are like the top exchanges. Some make all the way down to $1 million a day to 100,000. It all depends, depending on how much volume is on the exchange. Generally speaking, centralized exchanges have a high liquidity. There's a lot more money on centralized exchanges, okay? Now, the pros and the cons. When you hold everything in a central server and you leave everything all the way to one individual, things can be compromised. Data can be compromised. Information can be immutable. Things can be changed without anyone knowing. Decisions can be made that are not in the consumer's best interests. So centralized exchanges, just like any other centralized platforms, pretty much always end up shooting themselves in the foot by doing something or stepping over or invading the consumer's privacy, such as Facebook. So it's almost bound to happen, and you're almost bound to have a hack. Damn near every centralized exchange, damn near everyone has either been hacked from the outside or been hacked from the inside, meaning the employees decided to steal some crypto because it was just too much to resist. You know what I'm saying? Or the hackers hacked in because it was just too much. These central servers are like honeypots, okay? Like motherfucking hacker Winnie Pooh's. Like they want the honeypot. They want to crack into your computer and they want to manipulate the system, and then they want to steal the bread and they want to get away without being caught. Yes, brother, I appreciate it. So this is important to know because most people don't understand what exchanges are, the difference between, and this is going to help you out when it comes to investing and trading cryptocurrency, is what exchange should you use and why are you using it? You got to have a game plan. You got to have a strategy. So vulnerability is the biggest thing when it comes to centralized exchanges. Now, let's talk about decentralized exchanges. So CEX, CEX is centralized exchanges and DEX are decentralized exchanges, okay? Now, decentralized exchanges, much, much, much more secure. Why are they secure? Because the data is not held in any central server. The data is distributed amongst a bunch of people or a bunch of nodes, okay? So if one computer goes down or one computer, the rest of all the other computers still have the data. So that's what's called redundancy. So it keeps the data up no matter if one person gets attacked or gets hacked or whatever. Now, there's also no one in control of the centralized exchange, okay? Smart contracts act as the middleman, okay? We're not gonna go too deep, but smart contracts act as the middleman. So, that creates much more security. The fact that there's no one controlling it, it's run by software programs that you can verify yourself on the blockchain, and the data stays up. Even if one computer or a few computers go down, the data stays up. Now, there's a lot less liquidity on a decentralized exchange. So there's a lot less volume. So pretty much just go hard, wall right, way right. I don't know, you gotta rephrase that question. I don't know. I'll get back to that. I apologize, brother. So decentralized exchanges, there's a lot less volume. There's a lot less money on the exchange. So which means you're probably not going to be able to make the trades you want or as often as you want, because it just may take a long time for a buyer or a seller on the other end to meet your trade, because just not a lot of people. Why is there not a lot of people? Because there's a steep learning curve as far as how to operate and use centralized exchanges and connecting your MetaMask and smart contracts, and so that deters a lot of new people. So that's why there's less money on it. Even though it's more secure, it's just the learning curve is a bit higher, and that's what keeps people adapting to it. So that's the catch. What else? Centralized exchanges, decentral. So here's the thing when it comes to software engineering. is that there's no perfect solution, okay? There's only trade-offs. So the more simple something is, the less secure it is, okay? So that's what centralized exchanges are. They're simple, but they're less secure because you don't own the cryptocurrency. Oh, so on the decentralized exchange, the money goes from your wallet to a smart contract to the other person's wallet. That is the absolute most secure way to trade cryptocurrencies, from wallet to wallet or from wallet to smart contract to wallet. Now, you can't get any more secure, because when you put your money on a centralized exchange, you're trusting the exchange. They're acting as the bank. They're acting as the intermediary. You know, so we're putting trust in a third party, which is why goes against the point of cryptocurrencies, to not have to trust anybody else. So that is another thing with decentralized exchanges, is when you're trading wallet to wallet, you can't get any more secure. That's the dope part. So that's the dope part. So yeah, so back to what I'm saying, software engineering, there's only trade-offs. The more simple something is, the less secure it is. The more secure something is, the less simple it is. So that's where there's no perfect, well, you gotta find, it's almost every individual needs to find the perfect solution between simplicity and security. And that is really comes down to an individual basis. That rooster going, yeah, man, I'll be on this chicken farm, man. I don't even notice it sometimes because I've been living with chickens the last like 10, 12 years. But it is what it is. We only got that one rooster be getting all the hens, though. I'm not gonna lie, man. Shit is crazy running this rooster. But just, this is game. I'm not, you know, I don't go too professional, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully it's not that bad in the recording. Now, what I was saying, so yes, the simpler something is, the less secure it is. The more secure it is, the less simple it is. So every individual needs to find that perfect balance of simplicity and security. And you can't really, like, you can only do the best you can, you know, and there's ways and strategies. But as far as the top decentralized exchanges, look up BISC, BISQ. You can download that. And you got to understand, when this new world order tries to take over, see, all right, here's the game. I'm probably spilling too much, man. I got to say this for the mentorship. But anyways, they can't necessarily track your Bitcoin. The only way they can track it is from the endpoints, the outer region. I know it's kind of sound weird. So how you're getting your cryptocurrency, so they can see that you registered for an centralized account, and they can see when you withdraw. So they can see from your account that they have your ID on where you withdrew the money to. They can track that on the blockchain. So there's ways around that, but what they're trying to do is they can only track crypto from the outside, as from the centralized exchanges. And that's how you can kind of leave it a quote unquote digital blockchain paper trail, is from purchasing centralized exchanges. Also, you can be taxed from these centralized. So I mean, you're really, in order to have more money, in order to make more trades, that's what you're giving up. Now, if you value your privacy and everything, you're gonna have to be okay with less liquidity and be okay with that more security on decentralized exchanges, because they can't really track, they can't see, and like they can't stop it. So when shit goes down, they may even ban all crypto exchanges straight up. They may just ban them. And then what are you gonna do then? Well, the game don't stop. The game don't stop, and the game don't wait for nobody, okay? So there's always value to be shared. There's always value to be exchanged. And with cryptocurrency, you can't stop decentralized exchanges. So that is the future. So take the time to look up Ether Delta, look up the top decentralized exchanges. I don't know, it all depends. Oh yeah, Uniswap I like instant market makers. I know this is way over people's heads, but it's called instant market makers, and you don't have to wait for a buyer. It's called collateralization bonding curves. But there's new forms of decentralized exchanges that are coming out that are really blowing it away, blowing me. So look up uniswap.exchange. That's where I go to exchange my Ethereum tokens. So there's a lot of opportunity in the decentralized world as far as making profit. But you just have to decide for yourself, you know, most people would, I recommend most people to learn how an exchange works. So that's why I recommend centralized exchanges like Binance, Coinbase, Uphold, like, you know, localbitcoins.com. Like, so you can just get how this goes. But as soon as you get it, you want to start kind of learning more skills to just stick with decentralized exchanges and stay off the grid as much as possible. And yeah, man. You got any questions? Leave some questions. I'll stay around for some questions a little bit. If not, you know, I'll burn one a little bit. I'll stay on. Um, if you leave some questions in the chat. If not, I'm probably just gonna drop a little bit more game. Then, you know what I'm saying, get back to studying or smoking some weed or something. Studying. I always smoke weed while I study. So um, let me know. Let me know. Hold on. Yo, I recommend you just to stick that. I recommend you go with Uphold. I think they're cheaper than Coinbase. But look up BISQ, BISQ. I think that's probably the top decentralized exchange. And also, sign up for sign up for LBRY. Sign up for LBRY. That is a decentralized version of YouTube, okay? YouTube is going crazy with the censorship and deleting videos, and it's just too much. I don't even feel like my content may be that much safer on YouTube. So sign up for LBRY. I'm gonna have the link in the description. You get paid to watch videos. You get paid, it's called library credits. Look it up on CoinMarketCap. You get paid for a decentralized version of YouTube. All right, so follow Crypto Roots on you, and then you get, dude, you just, there's so much money to be made. Like, I keep finding out new ways to make bread. Like, and I can't give up too much game, but sign up for LBRY, a decentralized version of YouTube, okay? Because the game is getting heavy, and this new world order is taking over, and our only hope is crypto and decentralized applications to keep it moving, to keep it going. There may be like a decentralized versus centralized civil war. Anyway, I'm stoned, man. I'm stoned. But all right, I'm gonna head on out. If you live in New York, sign up for Uphold, sign up for Coinbase, or I don't necessarily recommend Bitcoin ATMs. They are hella expensive, but if there's no other way, just get a little crypto and hopefully the market goes up and it'll reimburse you that extra that you spent. All right, much love, family. Take it easy. Hit me up for the mentorships. Check out my courses, and much love and aloha.